lecture 37th of our top business concepts, top management concepts. If you are listening this series, you are knowledgeable than 99% of business students. Today we will be discussing about marketing strategy. Does not matter you are a student, professional, business owner, entrepreneur, musician, actor, you need marketing. Marketing is must for branding, for personal positioning. So today the lessons we are talking about you can learn as a student, as a professional, and whatever you do, this lecture is important for you because the top 100 concepts we are referring to are important concepts that everybody must know in the age of AI. So, introduction to marketing strategy. Marketing strategy defines how our organization will create value for customers and achieve sustainable competitive advantage. And it also implies to the individuals that how they define themselves, how they carry themselves so that in their domain they stand out compared to the other people. And it also includes the sustainable competitive advantage. Sustainable means something that works for the long run. So marketing strategy is about doing something that creates such a value for your customers that remains with your organization and makes it an competitive advantage. And why marketing strategy matters? Obviously, you need a clear marketing direction. You cannot do haphazard activities. You need to build your branding. People must remember you in the long run. So you need a consistency. You need a direction. Secondly, you do not have so much resources. Does not matter. Even the Google, Microsoft, Apple, Elon Musk, they have a budget. They need to utilize the marketing budget properly because they need to work on R&D, manufacturing, sales, profit, everything matters. So marketing strategy is must know because you need efficient allocation of the resources. And thirdly, the strong competitive positioning is extremely important because you want to stay in the market, you want to stay profitable, so marketing can help you. What is strategy? Strategy is a long-term plan designed to achieve organizational goals by aligning resources with the market opportunities. Marketing strategy versus marketing plan. The strategy basically defines the direction, while plan helps us about the action and the execution. This is the core difference between the strategy and the plan in the marketing. They both must be aligned, they both must be for the same goal. But if somebody is working on the strategy, they just work on the action plan, and somebody is working on the planning and execution in the commercial department. It's about execution in the commercial department when you are in the marketing plan. Elements of marketing strategy are three. First, you need to decide the target market to whom you want to serve. It is so important that your every action must be around the people you are targeting. Why? Because then you will be able to give them the value proposition. Value proposition means that why people should buy your product compared to other 100 products available in the market. Value proposition mean what unique you are offering to the customer. Value proposition mean what pain points you are solving. This is the reason the target market is so important, that you know to whom you are targeting and what other products they can buy or they are buying, so that they stop buying them, or if they are buying your product, so they keep buying you. And then there comes the third point, at which is competitive advantage. If you have a strong marketing strategy that strongly tells your proposition, then definitely people keep on buying you and you have a competitive advantage. These three are the elements of the marketing strategy. Whenever you are designing, you keep this thing in mind, that I must define my target market, I must create my value proposition, I must have a competitive advantage. And this all thing is not possible without market analysis. You need to understand the customer's competitive market and market trends. Smaller people, smaller companies or the individual, they make the mistake. They do the market analysis once and then they go away. Then they think throughout their career that the market is working like it used to be. In reality, in the field, people grow, humans grow. For instance, somebody was not married 5 years ago. Today, he's married. He has completely different requirements with kids compared to when he was single. So what companies do, they do quarterly market research, they do annual market research to see the changing demands and behavior in the customer, to see the changing demands and behaviors in the market, because in the market every day new people are coming. This is global market. So you need to do the marketing analysis. And then the customer analysis is so important, that I have guided more than 60 startups, and every startup ask for the persona development. They must have a clear cut mindset that which customer they are targeting, which customer they are selling. So they need to understand the customer needs, preferences, and the behavior. This is called the customer analysis. And to be practical, customer have needs, customer have desires, then customer have demand in the market. So maybe people need something but they cannot afford it, maybe people desire something but they cannot afford it. But when the demand is ready, demand mean a person wants something or desires something or needs something, but he also have the money. So that is where we need to target. That is where from where we forecast the that this much people can afford it. There it is their demand. So we create the opportunity, we create the product for those people who have demand. We keep the people of desire and want who do not have the money in the loop. We do not reject them, we can see them as our potential customers. But in reality, for current season, you must focus only on the demand. And this one you will learn when we will be talking about demand and supply, when we will be talking about manufacturing, forecasting, and sales and revenue. So you will understand this concept. But the customer analysis, you need to keep some people in the loop. Okay, they're not ready, but they will buy. These people will buy. So this much amount of the product must be available in the market. This is their preferences, this is their behavior. So the next thing is competitors analysis. You can never ignore the competitors, because identifying competitors and evaluating their strengths and weaknesses basically tells you where you stand and what improvement you need with the passage of time. And the SWOT analysis is something in marketing in everywhere that helps us a lot, which is about strengths and weaknesses. These are our internal things. What strengths company have, what are the weaknesses, and the opportunities and threats are the external things. Normally in the marketing, what we do, we whatever we are strong in, for example, our strength. For example, this is the Samsung phone I have. Another phone I have is Google Pixel. So Google is core in the technology thing, in the innovation thing, in the R&D thing. So their weakness is that they live in USA. The company main headquarters in the USA. So there the labor is expensive. So for manufacturing, they go to China. So if they produce something in the USA, that will become their weakness, because the cost will be too high compared to the food production in rest of the world. So they do their strength part in USA, that is the R&D part, but they collaborate with the people who are strong on their weaknesses. So their weaknesses also become their strength once they collaborate with someone who have the different type of strengths, which are basically your own weaknesses. So in this way you create a synergy. That's the most important concept in business, is synergy. You collaborate with the people, they bring their positive side, you bring your positive side, and combine, you create value. This is the core purpose of the SWOT analysis. I have created a different a separate video in the SWOT analysis earlier, so that I keep on mentioning it in the HR, finance, and marketing, so that the people understand that what I have what does SWOT analysis mean. If you have watched my earlier lectures, by now you are sure that what is the SWOT analysis in the marketing domain. So segmentation strategy is another thing which helps a lot people. It means that whatever you are producing, you cannot target the whole population, you have to create a segment. So segment means that you need to divide the market into type of the customer that have similar profiles. So maybe you are producing something for the young people, and then within the young people, those people who have this much money, and then within this much money, those people who live in that certain region, you made a segment and then you target them. This is the segmentation strategy. So in simple word, it is dividing the market into meaningful customer segments. Targeting strategy is about selecting attractive segments to serve. So you make different segments of the available people, and then you target someone who you feel that will buy your product. That is the targeting strategy. And eventually, the people you will target, you must position yourself, uh, eh, uh, yourself in their mind, that what kind of brand you are. You are highly premium quality brand, or you are someone who meets the need on lower price. It's your decision, nothing is wrong. A company who wants to earn 1 million, if makes one product of 1 million and sells it to one customer, is also right. A company who wants to earn $1 million and produces 1 million products to go to 1 million people and earn 1 million dollar, then he is also right. But The positioning is different. One person is focusing one product, $1 million, highly premium, highly specific, highly specified. So maybe he's going to serve the kings, he's going to serve the states. So he needs a positioning like that. A person selling one small candy to 1 million people to earn the $1 million, he can also do it. But he needs a lot of things, for example, distribution, branding, targeting the 1 million people, marketing. It's not wrong, it's also correct way. So this is the positioning. You have to position yourself the way you want to, and nothing is wrong. Depends on what you're selling and what are your customer. You need to do the market analysis, customer analysis, and then you come here in the positioning strategy. So value proposition is important, that why people should buy your product. What are the unique benefits you are giving? And the competitive advantage is about cost leadership, differentiation, or focus strategy. And the marketing mix is extremely important because product, price, place, promotion, they have been here for years, they're still working. So few people have added other things like 7 P's, like product, price, place, promotion, and people, physical evidence, and the process. So people are also important. I all the time felt that the previous 4 P's of the marketing, price, place, promotion, are missing the people. So we can say that maybe when you are talking about the product, somehow we are talking about the process. Maybe when we talk about the place, somehow we are talking about the physical evidence, physical thing. But the people was missing in the earlier 4 P's. So I think the 7 P's is much better: product, place, price, promotion, process, physical evidence, and people. So these are the things you must understand in the marketing strategy. When you are making your marketing strategy, all these are stakeholders. You need to think about each individually so that you create a great marketing strategy. So branding strategy is about building strong, consistent brand identity, and product life cycle is extremely important. Where your product is, its introduction, growth, maturity, decline, target. What is the stage? And on every stage, you need a different marketing strategy. For example, in case of the introduction, you focus more on awareness. In case of the growth, you focus more on creating a better image. In case of the maturity, you want maximum output and reach maximum people. In case of the decline, maybe you want to innovate the product, maybe you want to change it to something new. It's your decision, but your marketing strategy for throughout the product life cycle must be changed, and for each stage you must get maximum benefit to achieve your organizational goal. Pricing strategy can be different ways: value based, cost based, competitive pricing. We have a separate session for the pricing and you will understand it in detail. The core objectives of the pricing is that you must be profitable. Does not matter in which corner of the world you live. One thing you will learn always from me: I have worked with the top multinational, helped more than 60 startups. I say one thing, that always stay profitable. You're not here doing charity, you're doing business. Even if you're a non-profitable organization, stay profitable. You must have a liquid cash, you must have a cushion, because when your cash is gone, your oxygen is gone. In humans, Zig Ziglar said that money is not everything, but it ranks up there with the oxygen. And for the companies, I say that they do not need oxygen; their oxygen is money. So they need the the profit. So whatever pricing strategy you decide, never go on loss, never go into business where your product is on loss. And you can change, you can pivot, but do not stay in the loss situation. Even in the introduction days, do not go into the loss. So promotion strategy is about advertising, digital marketing, PR, and sales promotion. And the marketing strategy for students: students must prepare themselves for exams, case studies, and this video is going to help them a lot. And the marketing strategy for professionals: you must focus on growth, uh, develop yourself as a brand. And this video, I'm sure the lessons I'm talking about, the companies also apply to you as a marketing professional. In digital era, learn the digital skills, learn the data, focus on data driven marketing. You must be able to follow each and every penny of your marketing where you're spending, and you must see the return on investment. The latest ad sell, Amazon PPC, they track each and every penny, and the companies are preferring. Recently I was watching some game, and I saw that earlier when I was a kid, they used to advertise it on the TV. So now what they're doing, they're advertising it on YouTube channel of the TV. So reason being that when you advertise something on the TV, you cannot see the stats, you cannot see the immediate ROI, you cannot track every money. This was the criticism in marketing in earlier age, before the internet, before the AI. But now you can track the marketing, and basically marketing people are taking over finance jobs because they are doing the ROI of the campaign. So they need to understand the finance completely. So data driven is going to be so important. And AI powered personalization. AI understand the people in much deeper details, and they can target exactly the guy you need. So the target marketing is important for us. AI can also tell you that they can afford or not, what are their feedback. So AI tools must be used in the age of AI. Challenges in marketing strategy, obviously it is changing so fast that you have to keep on changing your strategy, and there is intense competition. And I think that's the fun part, where your intelligence is important, where intelligent people, intelligent humans still will matter, because there is intense competition in the market. Benefits of effective marketing strategy are sustainable growth, customer loyalty, and strategy guides for marketing people. The core thing is that you need to answer, if you understood this lecture, that can data replace the institution? And tell me about global versus local strategies. See you in the next lecture. My name is Dr. Farooq Baloch. I'm combining business, AI, and research. I have a PhD and postdoc in management sciences. I work with multinationals. If you are liking this series, share with as many people as possible, so that we get maximum people on board. And it also gives me encouragement to guide you, give me my feedback. I hope so you'll find it useful. Thank you.